What insurance do you need for a small business? When you're buying small business insurance, your coverage decisions depend on your business's type and size. Common types of small business insurance include general liability, commercial property, and workers' compensation insurance. How do I know if I need small business insurance? The vast majority of small businesses would suffer financially if they were sued or experienced a devastating loss, such as losing inventory in a fire. For those businesses, commercial insurance is a must. Without small business insurance, you'd have to pay for the legal costs of lawsuits and find a way to pay for damage to your business property. General liability insurance and commercial property insurance are good places to start. Commercial auto is important if you have cars, trucks, or vans that you use for business, and workers' compensation insurance is required in most states. What is a business owner's policy, BOP? A business owner's policy, BOP, is an affordable way to get essential coverage for a small business. General liability insurance, commercial property insurance, and business interruption insurance are all included in a BOP. Do I need business insurance if I have an LLC? It's a good idea to get business insurance for your LLC. That's because business insurance covers your business assets. For example, if someone slips in your store and gets injured, general liability insurance can pay for medical bills as well as legal costs if you get sued because of the accident. While business insurance is essential for high-risk industries, such as manufacturing and construction, it's also a good idea if you're in a lower-risk industry, such as freelancing or bookkeeping. For example, if you get hit with a copyright infringement claim for one of your digital ads, your general liability insurance can cover your legal costs. What's the difference between general liability and professional liability insurance? General liability insurance is a type of small business insurance that covers accidental property damage and bodily injuries to others, such as a customer who gets injured in your store. It also covers other types of problems, including advertising injury, copyright infringement, and reputational harm. General liability insurance pays for your legal costs, judgments, and settlements if you get sued due to a problem covered by your policy. Professional liability insurance is a type of small business insurance that covers claims of mistakes in professional services. For example, if a client sues you for bad advice that caused financial harm. Professional liability insurance is also called errors and omissions insurance. General liability insurance. General liability insurance covers your business against liability claims, such as bodily injury and property damage to others. It also includes coverage for damage to reputation, such as slander, libel, and copyright infringement. General liability additionally covers legal costs, such as hiring an attorney and any judgments and settlements against your company. Commercial property insurance. Commercial property insurance covers the physical property of your small business for problems, such as fire damage or theft. It covers business items, including computers and workstations, desks and chairs, business records, business inventory, and supplies. It can also cover your office and business building. Commercial property insurance is also called business property insurance. Workers' compensation insurance. Workers' compensation insurance covers your employees if they become ill or injured because of their job. This includes medical care, physical therapy, and compensation for lost wages. Death benefits for an employee's family are available if an employee passes away from a work-related illness or injury. Workers' compensation insurance is required in most states, even if you have only one employee. Commercial auto insurance. Commercial auto insurance covers the vehicles you use for business purposes, such as cars, trucks, and vans. A personal auto insurance policy generally doesn't extend to business use of a vehicle. If you don't get commercial auto insurance for work vehicles, any claims you make could be denied and you would have to pay out of pocket for any accident or damage, which could get very expensive. Errors omissions insurance, EO, will pay for liability costs if a customer or client accuses you of making a mistake in your professional services. EO is also called professional liability insurance. Inland marine insurance. Inland marine insurance covers business property that's being transported over land, such as equipment, materials, products, and tools. This coverage is different from marine insurance, which covers your business property while it's being transported over water. Cyber liability insurance. Cyber liability insurance can pay for recovery costs if your computer system and data gets hacked. It also helps pay for expenses, such as notifying customers who have been impacted by a data breach and credit monitoring. Short-term liability insurance. Short-term liability insurance is designed for short projects, such as an hour, day, week, or month. It covers accidental property damage and bodily injuries caused to others. It also covers your legal costs, judgments, and settlements if you're sued because of an accident. Short-term liability insurance can be a good option for businesses that are seasonal or limited in duration, a project that requires you to give advice to clients, a project that requires a specific type of amount of insurance. Short-term liability insurance is also commonly known as other names such as construction project insurance, one-day business insurance, one-day general liability insurance, temporary business insurance, temporary commercial insurance, temporary liability insurance, medical malpractice, also known as medical professional errors and omission insurance. Medical malpractice insurance covers the costs of claims that result in a patient's injury or death. It also covers problems such as medication errors, premature discharge from a clinic, and unnecessary surgery. Medical malpractice insurance covers your legal costs, judgments, and settlements if you are sued because of a problem covered by your policy. If your small business deals with medical equipment, provides care to patients, or monitors patient care, you might want to consider a medical malpractice policy. Examples of professions that could benefit from this coverage include acupuncturists, counselors, dentists, licensed practical nurses, nurse practitioners, nursing students, optometrists, personal trainers, physical therapists, physicians, physician assistants, therapists, yoga instructors. What does small business insurance cover? Here's a closer look at top coverage types for small businesses. General liability insurance pays for legal costs such as hiring an attorney and any judgments against you and your business. General liability insurance includes coverage for damage to reputation, such as slander or libel and copyright infringement. Liability insurance pays others, not your own business. It's also known as business liability insurance. Commercial property insurance covers a number of business items including computers and workstations, desks and chairs, business records, business inventory and supplies. Commercial property insurance can also cover a business's office and business building. Commercial property insurance is also called business property insurance. Workers' compensation insurance offers several benefits to employees who are sick or injured because of their jobs. This includes medical care, physical therapy, and compensation for lost wages. Death benefits for an employee's family are available if an employee passes away from a work-related illness or injury. Businesses buy workers' comp insurance for employees, and this insurance is required in most states. What does small business insurance not cover? There are instances where small business insurance doesn't offer coverage, such as flood damage to your business. You would need to have a separate commercial flood policy for flood coverage, fraudulent and intentional acts, wrongful termination, unless you have an employment practices liability policy. Do you need a business owner's policy, BOP? If you are a small business owner, you may wish to consider a business owner's policy, BOP. A BOP includes general liability insurance, commercial property insurance, business interruption insurance, which helps you recover lost business income if your business is unable to open because of a problem such as a fire. A BOP is less expensive than buying separate insurance policies for this same coverage. So consider whether a BOP is right for you. Do you need commercial auto insurance? A commercial auto insurance policy is the right way to cover vehicles that you use for business, whether it's a company car or a commercial truck or van, if you get into an accident while driving the vehicle for business. Your personal insurance policy won't cover the claim. How much does small business insurance cost? The average cost of small business insurance is $57 per month, according to Insurian. That's for a business owner's policy, BOP, which bundles general liability insurance, commercial property insurance, and business interruption insurance. It's generally cheaper to buy a BOP rather than buying each policy separately. Your small business insurance costs depend on several factors. Industry. Industries with a higher risk will typically pay more than industries with a lower risk. For example, a construction company with multiple employees would cost more to insure than a graphics designer who works on their own, size of payroll and annual revenue. The higher your operating costs and expenses, the more you can expect to pay for liability insurance. Number of employees. The greater the number of employees, the higher the risk of accidents. Location. If your business operates in a high-risk area with higher crime rates, you may pay more for business insurance. Building age and size. Older and larger buildings cost more to insure than newer and smaller buildings. Coverage amount and types. The higher your coverage limits and the types of business insurance policies you buy impact your costs. For example, if you have a business vehicle, you need to buy commercial auto insurance, which increase your overall business insurance costs. Claims history. If you have a history of filing claims for your small business, it could increase your premiums. What type of insurance is best for a small business? A good place to start is with a business owner's policy, BOP. It bundles 3 essential coverage types: general liability insurance, commercial property insurance, and business interruption insurance. Combined, these 3 policies cover problems like accidental injuries and property damage. Reputational harm, damaged or stolen business property, and income replacement if you can't open your business due to a problem covered by your policy, but a BOP alone may not cover all your needs. You may need to buy other types of small business insurance to cover the risks that affect your company. For example, if you have a work vehicle, a BOP won't pay for repairs if you get into a car accident. You'll need to add commercial auto insurance. It's a good idea to speak with your insurance agent to make sure.